What is going on, my fellow NFT addicts? It's your friend Jack here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over two Cardano NFT projects that I think use somewhat of a secret recipe, albeit not that secret, to drive some explosive growth to their projects. In today's video, we're going to be covering those, so let's get right into the freaking video. But first things first, if you don't want to spend all your ADA and you want to stake it to earn passive ADA, please consider staking with the Jack stake pool. That being said, the projects I'm talking about today are none other than Chilled Kongs, which recently minted in the past week and is at the top of the past 24-hour in volume, and as well as, if we scroll down a bit, you might find it, Zombie Chains. Now, I can't find it here, but I want to tell you why I believe that these are the two kind of projects that got some secrets or used something right, or had a recipe for success, and why I think they're similar in their growth. Because at mint, Zombie Chains was 50 ADA. At mint, this project here, Chilled Kongs, was 34 ADA, and now the floor is 190 on pretty much both of them, right? So with that being said, the floor has been higher than 190 on both of them, but having a floor above 3-4x their mint price, I would classify as somewhat of an explosive growth in interest. So with that being said, what made this happen? Why does Chilled Kongs appear to be on everyone's Twitter feed? What is going on? The main reason I think for the success, or the recipe, is the mass appeal in the art. Chilled Kongs alone, I'm not a big fan of the whole ape scene. I think it's kind of overplayed. Coming from Bored Ape Yacht Club, I do think the art is kind of a derivative of Bored Ape Yacht Club, which probably did give them a lot of success in that sense. But I also believe, we could come up with new things. We could do different things. That being said, I still like the idea of the project. I don't think it's a bad project. I just don't like the kind of non-originality of the Kongs. But nonetheless, I still think it's a good project. I'm not trying to trash on it. I'm just giving you my personal preference, and that's why I did not mint these. And obviously, I missed out technically. But the first thing we're going to look at is the wallet holders. This is something to keep in mind when you're looking at any project. The amount of wallet holders compared to the assets. For Chilled Kongs, yesterday when I woke up and I checked this, we were at 800 wallet holders. In a day, we have doubled in wallet holders. Now, does this mean that everyone picked up a Chilled Kong and it doubled? Or could this be manipulated slightly? Or, could whales be dispersing? We don't really know. So with that being said, if you're going to buy something like this, buy it because you like the actual project, not just because the floor is going crazy. But I do think the success seen here with Chilled Kongs, only 4,000 followers right now, and crazy floor, crazy interest, and crazy demand, and not many people selling for, even close to mint price. So how does this happen? Why does it happen? And why did it also happen with Zombie Chains? Right here, you can see the number 6 in volume. 10K assets, over half of those assets have been sold in terms of quantity, and we've had a 36,000 ADA sale. And the reason for these projects being very popular and in demand, and not many people want to get rid of them, to me, is because of the art. And it really comes down to just that. Because if we take a look at Chilled Kong's website, you're going to see here, it's a simple website. There's FAQ, there's not really much at all. And then we scroll down here and we have a roadmap. There is not actually a roadmap. They have no future plans. It's just really nice, attractive, mass appeal art. So that's what I think the recipe is. I don't think anyone can just recreate it, because to get it right either requires you copying kind of a derivative of something else that's successful, or taking a chance and knowing what the markets want, which is not an easy thing to do. So I don't think this is an easy recipe. I do think that is kind of a secret method, or a method that people are overlook when they put together their project, that the art is very important for this kind of demand, for people to want to hold it, to use it as a PSP, to interact with it. Another example of this is Ada Goats. I'm not going to look at the website today, but very similar in the nature that people just like the art, so they hold the asset. Nothing kind of coming in expectation. They just like the art, so they hold the asset. Now, for Zombie Chains, you're going to see here they have 7,000 followers. But at the time of minting, they only had about 4,000. I remember because I minted some Zombie Chains. Now, coming back to that fact and what's been going on with followers in terms of, Do you need 10,000 followers to be super successful? You obviously don't. What you really need in a project is apparently about 900 people who are willing to buy, on average, 10 of your NFTs. And that's what happened with Chill Kong's. Zombie Chains was very similar at the start. A lot of people just really went in, and there's a lot of people who really love the art. So they go in. They don't care to flip. They aren't flippers. They're people who are more collector based, which means they're less likely to sell, driving up that floor price. This happens when you have a solid art foundation. If you look at my own project, Stick Fricks, I drew the stick figures. A lot of people don't like them. They don't have a mass appeal. Now, is that the worst thing in the world for my project? No, there's many other ways to bring value to a project, but it is something to save for floor prices and initial interest, and to building an initial community that's going to just share your art, share your work. If you have that good, solid foundation of, mass appeal art, I think it's going to make this a lot easier to get out to more people and kind of get that networked effect going, where the more holders you have, the more people you have just pretty much free marketing to your project. And also remember, as I mentioned, no roadmap, okay? Zombie Chains also didn't have a roadmap. You can see right here, we have decided against releasing a roadmap because we want people to buy zombie NFTs without any expectation of future benefits. It's a very simple website. It's nothing crazy. Let me tell you, it is a very simple website. These could as easily have been rug pulls. They obviously haven't been rug pulls. People have shown their faces, and people behind the projects plan on doing things, but putting out less expectations and just letting the art speak for itself seems to be the best route forward right now. It's also a much easier route for a lot of people, so it's something that I probably recommend if anyone's trying to make their own projects or anyone's looking into projects, to not only be careful, make sure, you can't really know for certain that some project like this, isn't just going to run with your money. But you can get a good sense of the community and the people behind it, and try to, do your best. And also, I wouldn't mint if you didn't like the art to begin with. You're just here to flip. It's not going to be a good game for you if you're just minting every single project you see. That being said, although the floor in these projects has went up quite a lot from the mint price, it's not the only metric of success, but this does tend to get a lot of people in the community actively looking at these projects, which then uses that network effect of people to build, and get that explosive growth. Initial interest off of a really successful mint, even if Zombie Chains and Chill Kong's, both of them, took over 8 hours to mint. They weren't instant sellouts. People minted multiple because they liked the art, and that is what caused these explosive growths. People like the art, the floor goes up, the floor stays up, and volume consists. People see it on websites like CNFT at the top, and they're wondering what's going on, and they themselves get into it. It's a network effect, and it's a very explosive way to get attention to your project. Is it sustainable long term? Probably not, but I do think there is a great way to build an initial community with that strategy. And that's it for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and please have a great freaking day. See you guys in the next one. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.